Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Guess who, Nancy? Good morning, Trey Albert. Look at you getting up early for me again. I love you. I love you too, Nancy. I hope you can hear me okay. Good morning, Sherlock Sows. Ooh. I feel paler than normal this morning. Oh, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a long weekend. Normally, that's a good thing. It wasn't this weekend. Oh, Lori. Fern King, good morning. It's good to see you. It's good to see you again. I thought I was set up. Always something. Normally my coffee is safe there. Let's hope that it stays that way. I did a whole lot of stuff. Well, in small spurts. Good morning, Bettina Fink. I've seen you in chats before, but I can't remember if I've seen you in my chat. So welcome, just in case. Fear of offending someone is like, it's real. Can you imagine how I do around people that are offended by everything? I am a nervous wreck. Anyway, I can't say Agnes Jimen. Oh, I'm going to butcher that. I'm sorry. Jimenez. First time in chat, Bettina. Thank you. Good morning, Agnes. I can at least pronounce first name right. Oh, I am horrible. Basic words escape me. You put in a name that I haven't tried pronouncing. I've of course seen her name in chats and everything, but you know, when you're saying it in your head, you nail it. Then those words come out your mouth, and you're like, wow, that's not at all how it sounded in my head. Bettina, I think you said it right. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I decided to, off topic of sewing, what did you, yeah, of course, but not off topic of channel. I decided to get a couple new shirts because we had some money for clothes this month. And I needed some new shirts. And one of them is Be the Light. I could get like 5 of these and be happy wearing them every Monday on lives, but I didn't. The other 2 I'm waiting on. One says faith, and the other one says #kindness matters. And I'm like, these were made for me. I know it's not just a me thing, but whoops. If you've known me for the last year in chats, those are a thing. Okay, whoops. Going to be fiddly all of a sudden. Oh, mornings. Fern, what are you working on today? Today, I am working on the embroidery. Let's just assume I'm not going to say it right. The letters for my wall hanging, and see if I can get it close enough. I am very happy with those and how those are turning out. That is the zigzag stitch with the length is on the top, the width is on the bottom number on this machine. The length is dropped down to a 5 is working the best because it was getting it too tight. Can't really see that there. And that's why I put it up there so I wouldn't be showing it because I show things. That O is all wavy. And I think it's because I was using a 3. I bumped it up to a 4, still a little bit. So I bumped it up to a, did I get that on this one? A 5. And it's laying flatter. It's not got all the waves. You can see where it's got a little bit of waves, but that's going to come out when I put it on the wall hanging and quilt it down. So I'm happy with that. I'm not happy that I didn't get to use all the stitches that I thought I was going to use because I was naive. And I'm going to show you my first try because I wanted to use all the stitches I wanted to use. And then I tried to pick it out because I couldn't move. So I figured, let's see what happens. There's a reason you don't pick out these kind of stitches. Yeah. That raw edge was a little too raw edge on that. So I tried the satin stitch and I was like, I like that, but I don't want to do that. And then I went back to I just did not like how much of the raw edges were exposed at all. And so I'm thinking maybe I don't like raw edge applique for me. I know I like to watch it. I know I like it when other people do it, but for some reason, it's like, maybe I'm sexist. It's like when you put your hair up, you got your hairspray and you get all those little ends down. They're all showing in this. Not mine are too. I didn't worry about that this morning. Anyway, so I recut those 3 letters. And this is Pellon 906F on the back of them. It's just a single-sided, and I had lots of people, why didn't you use the Heat and Bond light? Well, when I started, I didn't have the Heat and Bond light, so I had to go buy it. I wasn't sure I wanted to buy it, but then I think the store had a sale or something. I don't know. It was really cheap. Cheap enough for me anyway. So I went and bought the Heat and Bond light, but I'd already started using my Pellon, so I thought I'll just use it up. I have no other purpose for it, and I don't like things sitting around, and I don't want to waste it by throwing it away, so they're on the letters. I'm not having problems with my letters shifting, even though they just have a couple pins. All of them just have, oh yeah, you can see the pins. All of them just have a couple of pins in there holding them down. And I'm going slow, so I'm not getting shifting. Maybe it's because I'm going slow, but I need to go slow anyway, just because my lead foot and embroidery don't get along so well. But anyway, that's what I was going to do today. Got some clips to hold it back so I can do the one letter without everything getting in the way of me turning and hopefully not getting poked by these pins. If I were to do it over again, I would use it. Heat and Bond light. Oops. I know I have another clip over here. Let's see, can we tilt a little bit? Really slow. There. I know I would use the Heat and Bond light. That way I just iron it straight to it. And I would use a satin stitch instead of trying any fancy stitches. So if I do wind up cutting out the pigs, like I'm wanting to make like an applique center of a couple blocks, and I'm thinking the Missouri Star. See, I should not watch other people on YouTube. I always want to do what they do. Super Steph, and I'll get back in chat in just a second. Super Steph, Saturday on her All-Star, did the Missouri Star. I've never made a Missouri Star. I'm in Missouri. Why have I never made a Missouri Star? Nobody knows. I do weird things. And I thought the Missouri Star, smaller block, maybe on the skirt of that tablecloth. Every other one a pig. I may be getting in over my head with that. Or the pig inside the Missouri Star, I don't know. But I thought that would be cute. I have to go rewatch Stephanie's, though, to see how it's done again, because I've never made one. I'll probably make it a different size because that's just what I do. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. Tracy says it was meant to be. And Lori Sherlock says kindness always matters. Looking good, thank you. Tracy, wow, nice satin stitch, says the woman who hand stitches everything. Embroidery. Oh, Tracy's amazing. Fern, thank you. She says it looks really nice. I appreciate it. Sherlock says, ouch. I know, right? Good thing you practiced. Yeah, good thing. Well, the first one, my practice stitches, they were fine. They didn't bother me. But when I got it on the bigger project, the edges bothered me. So I don't know why my eye didn't see that when I did it in the amount that I did before. But once I got it on an entire letter and looked at it, it just drove me nuts. Oh, Bettina Fink, working on a St. Patrick's Day table topper. I will be doing that Saturday over on Melissa's channel at Practically Creative on our international sewing because we're fancy. I need more coffee. I know it's shocking. In fact, I've got all my pieces except for the middle stone. I'm going to sew these together. That stuff wouldn't do you no good. I've got them all set up. Lines drawn. And it's either a wall hanging or a tabletop, or it'll probably be a wall hanging. I use those more. That's a good St. Patty's Day. Easy change out though. I was thinking, those things are simple. I stopped decorating for holidays because it's so hard on me. Thank you, Sherlock. I was going to do that and I forgot. There's Melissa's link. She's also on Facebook and Instagram. Check all things Melissa out. Love watching Tracy Albert. Oh, I missed something. I'm sure it's okay. I don't need to know everything because I'll go back later and I'll watch. And I'll get all the stuff. Guess who, Nancy? Well, it's Monday. Gotta get ready for work. Yuck. But I love it on payday. You all have a blessed day. You have a blessed day too, Nancy. And I'm still praying for your husband. I hope that he gets all straightened out and you stay safe at work and have the best day that you can while you're at work. I'm going to have a very busy day here. In fact, I set my phone this morning so it goes off. So I will stop as close to an hour as possible. My body cannot stand me going over the time. I enjoy it though. I enjoy visiting. I enjoy sewing when I sew. Fern King, did you make your design small board? Yes, I did. And it's made from, why am I going to get a full one when I have an empty one over here? Most likely to knock things over here, maybe. Okay, one of you got to move. Looks like it's you. I had a very scratchy polyester blanket. You can see the other side has a design on it. And are these just the, trying to remember if this is foam board or cardboard. This one is the foam core board. I've also done them with cardboard. I think that one is cardboard. No, the one underneath there is cardboard. I just put some binding. That needs a little dab of glue again. And I use glue to glue it down. 12.5. I used my biggest square ruler I had, which is a 12.5, to cut both pieces out. Elmer's spray adhesive, and then Elmer's school glue around the edges. And voila. Worst blanket ever. Warm, but horrible. Oh. Bettina, I sew every day. Oh, I am envious of you. Fern King, I need one bad. They're not not terribly difficult to make. And if you can make binding, and if there's some duct tape you like, because they've got multicolored duct tape now, you can put duct tape around the edges of that. My friend Melissa did that because she's practical and creative. I like being a commercial sometimes. But that was one of the first things I decided I had to make, because at first I was like, why? Why do we need design boards? They look like a waste of money. And then I started doing the Farm Girl Vintage by Lori Holt, and I really needed design boards to keep all those small pieces separate. It was just a random sampler block quilt that I did. Good afternoon, Lynn. I almost said good morning. Lynn is over in the UK with our friend Sylvia. Thank you, Fern. She says, I love it. Very nice. What a great idea. Thank you. I don't like to throw things out. If I can find another use for them, I will. And that blanket, I've still got tons of pieces of it left. I've used it in things that I keep. I don't use it in things that I give away. But things for me, it goes in. It's sturdy, and it's really sturdy compared to batting. So it's a horrible thing otherwise. Lynn, off to the shops after this to get myself some supplies to make some. Go, girl. They go surprisingly fast. My problem is glue. Glue likes me too much. It likes me too much. When I get school glue, and I just ordered some of the Roxanne's Based It because I wanted the nozzle thingy in the bottle that it comes in. I think I can refill that with school glue. Don't tell anybody, quilt police. Stop listening. But that's the glue, even though it's when you use the regular bottle, it's pretty fine, and you can adjust the top to where it's finer. I get it all over my hands. I am like a kindergartner with glue. I'm trying to find ways to lessen that. Who knows if it'll work? We'll see. Tracy Albert, I did that too for my first design board. Duct tape is great, Lori says. Oh. And Lynn, have fun shopping. I might do some shopping today. I don't know. I've got to run into town anyway. I was thinking about hitting the Dollar Tree to get a couple of little St. Patrick's Day thingies to stick on those back there for our Sewing Bee Saturday. This Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. UK time, 8 a.m. Central. That was a mouthful. I wonder if this is on. Nope, this wasn't on. Day late and $1 short. Nope, wrong way. This machine is doing really well. I haven't had any trouble. Now, for some reason, when I was doing, you can see this right here, this is a little bag with the bias tape in it where I stopped on that pig because something was acting off. So I just changed the threads out, and I'm not even going to fight it. I'm not going to try to figure out what it is. I'm taking everything out and going on to the next project. When I get that done, I'll go back to that. It saves me from getting frustrated. I don't know why, but it works. Tracy Albert, try using little dabs like Lisa Capon does. Yeah, Sherlock Sews, if I use a hot glue gun, it's everywhere on me. I have a hot glue gun. I've used it once for that very reason. Oh, that is messy. I don't like it. My mom loves her hot glue gun, and she makes some of the prettiest things with it. I don't know. No. And a little dab. Yeah. Tracy. You'd think, wouldn't you? A little dab would save me from, let's see if I can turn this on without blinding you guys. Pretty blinding. Oh well. See, I think I'm putting just a little dab in. When I do it, that does not look straight to me. Why doesn't that look straight to me? Okay, that's straight. I don't know the angle. I think I'm putting a little dab in. The glue disagrees. And it decides that little dab is not going to go on whatever I'm trying to put it on. It's going to go on me. I'm hoping a more precision nozzle will help me stop that. I do this painfully slow. Because I'm not taking it out. I'm going just the other side of my raw edges. Just the other side. And I think most people who know me know that this is my first time appliquing raw edge, turned edge. And boy, it's frustrating enough that I'm not in a hurry to do it again. But I think it's because I have so much of it. That's okay. That's why you call it a labor of love. Now underneath, because I'm frugal, I didn't want to go to the store. The O that is so wavy and puckery up there that you can no longer see. I didn't put anything behind it. For these are just used dryer sheets. I do a bazillion loads a week. Save the dryer sheets. I put a quick stitch down them to put them together so I could just lay it on there and go. I have to pick each one up and put it on there. I think it's working, but I think the Pellon tearaway would probably be better, or any other kind of tearaway. But that's okay. It's working for now. I'll probably do the lower part. What part do I have? Premium Berkshire pork. I have enough to do the premium with the dryer sheets. I'll probably have to go get some tearaway stabilizer for the rest and see how that works for me. I don't know why you can't tell me nothing. I have friends that do applique. I have friends that, well, they do everything and they're very good at it. I am still learning, and so I do give myself some grace for that, but it's still very aggravating when you have things go wrong and you just think they should go right. And they're always giving me advice, and it's solid advice. Why do I not take solid advice? It's like I want to be a train wreck. I'm not trying to get fancy on those quarters. I'm lifting my foot, moving it back, putting it back down just where the stitches I just did ended, and coming this way. I'm not trying to do fancy turning. Now the circles, I do a little bit more pivoting with my hand. And it is, I'm very slow. And it doesn't bother me to be slow. I'm always saying things like, maybe it should. But I don't. I'll get back in the chat in just a second. On soft corners like the R has a soft corner, so I can pivot that. On the straight corners, I'm just picking it up and moving it back. My pin came out on its own. Let's see where we... Hi, hi. She likes those. I got it into my hair. Which was up? The glue? The hot glue gun? I know. I know. Me too, girl. Oh. Fern King, love your purple quilt behind you. Thank you. That I started last year. That and the Farm Girl Vintage were the first two sew-alongs I tried to follow along with on YouTube. But the Farm Girl Vintage got overwhelming. Too many trying to catch up. So I called that done before the host was finished adding, which my quilt, my rules. And this one, I think I stopped on block 11. This one is Pat Sloan's Sweet Dreams, and she has a whole playlist for it. And I like it. I was thinking about putting black bias tape, kind of giving it the stained glass window effect, but I'm still deciding. I like it like that too, and it's big enough that I could just put it back on it and call it, you know, little girl's lap quilt and be fine. And I'm thinking that's probably exactly what I'm going to do instead of finishing the next several blocks from the sew along. And this is why I don't join sew alongs. Not finishing something drives me nuts. I was improving on the embroidery. Pretty sure Jenny Downs says it, you know. Every second you sew, you're that much better. And I found that true with the embroidery too. Oh, come on. Maybe I'm a tad bit picky. But I'm not a perfectionist. And this one's about done. Just a second. Oops. When I was talking about not liking sew-alongs so much, I like to watch them. I find it hard to participate, especially mystery ones. I don't like a good mystery. I want to know the end. Maybe that'll change. I do like to get, sometimes I'll see a block that like the Lisa Capin's, I think it was Christmas one, back about Halloween time. I decided I needed that one of the blocks she did. I needed it in Halloween fabrics. So I did it. And like Super Steph, Quilting with Stephanie Stitches. Oh, and my friend Silver. I don't know if you can hear me over my machines. She made the crown because the way my spine intricate for me to do a whole lot of, but I can do one block. And I'm doing them in the same fabrics, all the blocks in the same fabrics that I'm going to put some probably white, maybe off-white sashing around them. Those I will take care of later. I am going to try, so I'll pull them to the back like I did over here. Well, maybe not. Let's see if we can set eye. I like it, and it was upside down. I like it, and it's pretty easy. I have to take short spurts. I know that's what I did to myself this weekend, but you can't always sit when your back wants you to sit or stop going. And I'm folding them to try to keep those pins off of me, to get the one I'm working on free. I should have just left that folded. It didn't do anything. And I'm starting it at the bottom because I figure if I mess that bottom up, it's going to be less noticeable. The fun part, the inside of the letters, I'm doing with a smaller satin stitch, smaller width. Nope, it's not a smaller length. I was trying to remember what I'd used. A smaller width, so it's tinier. And I like how that's working out. And let's see if I can get the A done. Oh, the T, ouch. Not a pin cushion. And this is why you'll use heat and bottom line. Like the pros. When I put my hand down here, I have a thread, my top thread. I'm holding it down with that finger so it doesn't go into the machine on me. Try to start at the edge, but when I miss, I just go backwards and then forwards. And I'll tell you right now, I just sewed over that pin. Shouldn't do that. I love these pins. They're the heat resistant. It doesn't say heat proof. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say heat proof. I think it says heat resistant, which is like watches that say waterproof. That does not mean you go dunk it in a tub of water and just leave it there. Don't ask how I know. At least it didn't used to. Maybe that's what it means nowadays. If my picture goes wonky, we'll blame college kid. I wish I had a better camera, but that's kind of why I do the shorts like I do them. Although, another camera, not a better camera. Because when I do the shorts, I can get my little phone right there. That's how I take a picture of the shorts. I get it right there, and then I'm struggling to see over the phone and around the phone. I think that's hashtag YouTuber life. I like doing the shorts though. It seems like people like them. I've gotten several new subscribers, by the way. Thank you. And welcome to all the new folks. I never did introduce myself, did I? I will remedy that in just a second. For those of you that are new, those of you that are just joining, welcome. I'm Coleen Sews and Chats, and I start at 6:30 a.m. Monday mornings, Central Standard Time. I sew and I chat, and I actually do piecing. I like to do piecing, I think, better. Than applique. But I usually wind up doing whatever I think is needed at the time. I decided I needed a fabric box to put my fabrics in. So I made a box. What else did I? Oh, I needed two, so I made two. They were much easier than I thought they would be. Okay, I'm going to chat a little bit because my back says I'm done doing that for just a little bit. Oh, let's see. Where do we leave off? Sherlock says we were talking about the glue gun. She says it's funny until I need to trim the glue out. Tracy Albert says it's so pretty and worth it though. Oh no, Lori, that's not good, she says. Fern King, on my machine, if I sew fast, it skips stitches. I find that true too. On the stitches on the white outline of this pig, I was getting skipped stitches. The slower I go, the less skip stitches I have. Makes everything take longer, but and it'll do fine for a while, but then boom, start skipping. So there's probably a way to problem shoot that to fix your machine and make it. I'm just gonna slow down. Let's see. Fern King, my husband thought I was nuts saving dryer sheets. Mine got in trouble for throwing them out. I also use them to dust, not the same ones I put in this. People will hear me say this and like, you're dusting with them and then putting them in. No. I save dryer sheets to just do a quick dust on the furniture because I fold the laundry on my bed. So the dryer sheets are in there. So that furniture gets dusted first with the dryer sheets. And he got in trouble once for throwing away. He has never thrown another one away. In fact, I threw away, I think 4 from where he was piling them yesterday morning. And then when I started this, I was like, I shouldn't have thrown those away. I actually had a lot more too that I decided I was never going to embroider. So I threw those away. It's always right before I decide to do something that I think I'm never going to do it. Okay. I could round the corners better on the letters up to the top, but I'm not going to. I sense they want to be squared. Who am I to tell them they can't be square? can't help myself. I keep going until it's done because that's what I do. It drives me nuts to stop in the middle of things. But if I want to be upright this week, I really should. As I continue to go. Stay there and we'll talk. I had a notebook. Pardon my reach. And I need coffee. Where did I put it? Stop it. I said in the description box I was going to talk about this, so let's talk about this. Phone books. Oh, somebody also told me you could back it with just regular paper. I have the paper I use for FPP, which is newsprint. You can use on the back to embroider. I haven't tried that yet. I was going to try that. I don't know what brought that up because I was skipping around. Oh, there. Tracy Albert. Okay. Lori says, you're still learning. You'll find what you like. Everyone sews crafts differently. Absolutely. And that's why I do things the way I do them, because I know everybody doesn't do them like this. Some people do. There are no quilt police here. Now, if you're having trouble, that's not quilt police. That's help. Quilt police is, oh, your machine skipped a stitch right there. Shouldn't you pick that out and fix it? Shouldn't you? Just saying. No, I am not going to have a meltdown over a skipped stitch. Several skipped stitches, I'm going to figure out what's wrong and I'm going to fix it. Tracy Albert, newspaper or phone book pages will give you stability also. That's where that came from. I saw somebody say phone book. Lynn, every day is a learning day. Yes, it is. Then I have learned just doing this. I've never raw edge crocheted. I've crocheted. Let's start that sentence again. Take 20. I've never raw edge appliqued. I've never turned edge appliqued. So this is all new to me. And I've never done any of that. Created the pig, printed out the pig, pieced the pig. So I am constantly learning new things, and I'm fixing to learn more new things because the farmer's market that my mother-in-law and father-in-law, Bonus Momma Jill and Bonus Dad Rick, the farmer's market, she has got about a 2.5 foot space, what they're figuring right now, and they're just drawing the plans, by 2.5 foot space for things for me to sell. I can have a little space there to sell. Of course, she'll pay taxes on them and all that, and I'll get whatever's left. There's no, extra charges or anything. Got to pay taxes. And so I need to think of something original to sell. And if I can find my Bonus Momma's text, I'll tell you all the great names she was coming up with. Oh, yesterday, I was just, oh my goodness, overwhelmed. But it didn't dawn on me. I've got to make stuff now. I mean, I know I was going to make stuff, and I was thinking about it. I've got a little cheat sheet here with ideas: bibs, unpaper towels, coasters, mouse pads, pot holders, hanging towels, wall hanger, market tote, insulated bag. I don't know if those are going to make sense financially, because when you can buy something for $2 at Walmart, why is anybody going to pay $10? Unless they know that they're getting better quality, and most people don't. A bag is a bag. But those are my thoughts, and I thought I should ask you guys, do you have any thoughts, feelings about what you'd like to see at a farmer's market? Now, it's a very small space. Like I said, 2.5 by 2.5. So it's going to be, I'm thinking mouse pads. You don't see a lot of people selling them marketed as mouse pads. I could do that. And even do a Missouri Star in their colors. See, me, I want to do stuff in their colors to, marketing. She wants me to do original stuff. Oh, where is that? I'm sure she's not going to mind me reading this. It says the following thoughts, descriptors, names keep going through my head for your space in our FM booth. Coleen's Corner, Coleen's Creations Corner, Creations by Coleen Corner. Made with Love by Coleen Corner, Corner of Creations by Coleen, Crafty Quilting by Coleen. And I'm like, how does your mind do that? It works like Melissa's. My friend Melissa, Practically Creative. And I'm just going, oh my gosh. And of course she says, Brain, stop it. Because we're like, once we go down a rabbit hole, it's all the things coming at us at once. So, and I wasn't even thinking about the little crafty area. Making a little sign for it. Of course, I can do that in paper. I don't have to do that in anything fancy. I can do it on cardstock, pretty font. I can actually stitch letters to it. Nope, not going down that rabbit hole right now. I'm going to get this done. Then I'm going to worry about that. Okay, and I'm scrolling on myself. So back in the chat to see if anybody's got more ideas. And the scrunchies and stuff, I don't like. I have long hair. I'm not a fan of scrunchies. The little, I'm not even wearing one. It's like about this thick. Those little rubber band thingies, they don't get caught in my hair. They hold. I've never found a scrunchie that held. Even the thicker ones, they don't work for me. And now my hair's thinner, so maybe they would now. Let's see where I left off. Phone books are becoming obsolete. I don't know when we get a phone book, but they're little page. It's a little phone book. Probably about the same size as this planner. I could save that and use the pages out of it for when I need them. I was tossing them because who needs it? I declutter all the time. Sometimes I declutter things we might need. Because if I can't take care of it, I don't want to keep it. Sherlock says, but they would work too. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, thank you, Tracy. Deborah Holman, good morning. I saw you come in. Whoops. I hope you're doing good and you had a good weekend. Good morning, morning, morning. Noisy thunderstorm woke me up at 3. Are you in the Midwest? Because our weather alarm and the storm started going off. Seemed like it was around 2. I finally unplugged the weather radio because I knew we weren't in for any tornadoes from what I saw before I went to bed. I was really hoping. And besides that, we're not far from the city siren. So I'd know if there was a tornado. The weather kept me awake, but it went off 3-4 different times for our area. Thunderstorm warning, thunderstorm warning. And if you're in pain and you get all relaxed and something, it's like getting a jolt go through your body. It's like, that has got to stop. Lori is waiting on wind, snow, and ice. That's not fun. Deborah Holman has retracted a message. Fingers get you. Spell correct check get you. Just for fun. I hope that worked. I'll scroll down and see in a minute. Does the dryer sheets work good on the dust? Or Fern King, I'm sorry. Fern King says, I was going to use the dryer sheets to crumb quilt. I think that would work. Yeah, brilliant. And then Lori says, did the dryer sheets work good on the dust? It works good on the dust. I've been told, I've seen many claims say that you use dryer sheets and it repels the dust. I've been doing it for a long time and I must be doing it wrong. Because no, it don't. Oh, Deborah Holman, that is coming to us on Friday, I guess. Talking about the snow. Whoops. And I scrolled. Lori says, I'm sorry, Deborah, seems we've been getting this once a week. Snow and ice. You're way up north, though. Lori, still have to learn applique. One day, I'm sure I'm going to need it. LOL. Deborah, I would always buy a market bag. And see, the thing is, I've seen the vendors there. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Okay. I've seen the vendors there. She sent me a link because the things I was saying with some of the vendors, I just on my camera, my computer, it is what it is. Let's hope it doesn't keep doing that. And the other vendors have that stuff, and I think she's wanting me to do something different than the other vendors. I'm telling you, the other vendors have come up with every idea I've come up with, and my husband says if you wait to do something different just because somebody else is doing it, you're never going to make anything. He's told me several times nobody has an original idea. Well, few and far between. Few and far between was my addition because I think he's wrong. Oh. Sherlock, so start with something with leftover fabrics. I was thinking that bag of scraps I have, maybe doing coasters. Not like this, but this size. Maybe like that. And then I would get a whole lot of practice with the glue and the stitch. I don't do stitch in the ditch. I just, I keep trying, and coasters would be great practice for that. Lynn Bylas, I too like a reusable bag. Me too. Fern King, dog leashes, tablet holder, and dog leashes. With fabrics, because I know, and I was looking at these last night, and here's a funny weird tip. Okay, I looked up webbing straps, which were about $3 a yard. They had some drits at Walmart, 60 inches for $2 and something, but strap down holes in the automotive section, I think. I figured it up, and Melissa figured it up. I think it's like 26 feet of those strapping. They're 1 inch, 26 foot for I think $9 at Walmart. And I was like, why wouldn't that work for handles? You get a lot more for a lot less. Of course, you'd have to be using a lot more. Otherwise, that's just silly to buy 20s. My husband would use them. My husband would use them if I didn't use them. But I was thinking that would work great for heavy duty strapping. Well, just strapping in general. Oh, and there is Melissa. Her ears were burning, I'm sure. I'll have to look into the tablet holder. Oh, a tablet holder, like a. I am slow this morning. I am sorry for tablet holder, like a case with the little zipper on top. I don't know how to do zippers, but I'm planning on learning. I'm smiling, aren't I? I think I can do it. I've heard they're hard, but I haven't seen any that make me think, oh, I'm not going to do that. They don't look that hard. So I am going to try that. Tablet holders. Something I saw that somebody was doing was little cloth bags to hold the pet. I'm just going to say it. They call them poop bags. They hold the bags for the pets when you take them on a walk. I don't know if I can make those. Seems outrageous to me to make something to hold something that's already in a. I probably wouldn't though if I had pets. So tablet holder and leash. That's what I'm writing down. I could look into those. I've got a whole playlist. It's a private playlist. Things that I could make to sell. Okay. And that's where Practically Creative came in. Good morning, Melissa. Who is on at 7 o'clock tonight? Eastern time. Fern King, tote bags to shop the farmer's market. And that's what I'm thinking. What my in-laws are selling is they'll have the pork cuts, frozen, large pork cuts. They'll have beef because it's their booth, but they're having other people selling for other people at their booth. So they get a commission for those sales. Beef, I think they're doing their own eggs. I think mushrooms. But I thought, could make and it's black and gold. I could actually make a black insulated tote. Like I said, I don't know if that makes sense money-wise because I'm a numbers girl. I'm going to look at the numbers before I do anything. And I don't have to make a big profit, but that's why I'm doing it, to make a little bit of a profit because I have no income. And we are independent women. I just lost like 10 subs. It's like, scandalous. Okay, I'll stop. And that was my message about FOMO for, I'm pretty sure it was Deborah. I think my FOMO message is hilarious. It says, in case you don't have the chat up, and if you don't, why don't you? You're going to miss stuff. Someone has retracted a message. This says triggered FOMO in your host. Fingers and spell check, most likely reason, but Coleen now thinks you are keeping secrets. It's true. It's true. Deborah. And I think it's safe to say we have all done that at one point or another, but it just seems so funny to me. Let's see, everybody's saying hi to Melissa. Deborah's in Illinois, south of Chicago. Cool. So you are just north, a little bit east of where I am in Missouri. I think they kind of went the same route. Anyway, talking about storms. Oh, scrolling, right. Shame on you, Melissa. Practically Creative said that. She knew that I would sing it. I have an old soul. My parents watched black and white movies, and I like black and white movies. And since I'm just chatting, I'm going to keep just chatting for just a little bit longer. Oh, Sherlock Sows. The north is getting just snow. The south is getting wind, snow, ice. Sherlock So, I'm mid-state. I make those strappings for automotive. Sherlock Sows. Purse with a zipper. I don't like making purses. That may change. I have made one bag and 2 boxes. None of them have snaps, zippers, Velcro. I've never made anything with any of those, so I will have to learn at least something. I looked at sewing Velcro. It really does seem like a zipper is better. If I can do a zipper, it seems like the zipper is more cost effective than the Velcro. I can't remember if I mathed that out down to size by the yard. I don't know. I'll have to do some math. Tracy Albert, you don't have to do a zipper. You can make a flap with a plastic snap. Mug rugs. I think mug rugs aren't on my list. That's what I think when I think those mouse pads. I think mug rugs. I don't know. I don't think it would hurt to do a few little ones, even if other vendors are selling them. I don't know. Because, we all have different fabrics. We all like different things. I don't know. I'll just have to start making and see what I come up with. Love the ideas and I appreciate it. Thank you. And if you get more ideas that you want to pass on, feel free to leave it in the comments, leave it on my community page. I'll see it there. And by the way, since I'm talking about the comments of the community page, YouTube is doing something really hinky with my comments. I just got comments shown because I hold all of my comments. I check them 2-3 times a day normally. If I'm having a bad day, it may be once a day, but it does get checked very regularly. I had comments come up from 3 months ago. And then I had another comment come up from 24 hours ago, and I checked several times since then. So YouTube is not putting comments through in a timely manner. It's actually not me this time. But no, sometimes it might take me longer to get back to you because I get headaches a lot, and it's hard to be on the computer when you have a headache. Okay. Tracy Albert, world's best cheerleader. Yes, you can make anything you put your mind to make. Thank you. Sherlock says, those poo bag holders were nice. Made a few for my dog. I can see a lot of people using them. I really can. And it would be a fast, easy sew. Have to learn how to do snaps. Sorry, I had a spasm. Purse tissue holders, hand sanitizer holder, coin purse. Now, the coin purses I was thinking about. Whoops, that's the wrong line. That's okay. I'll know what I mean. We hope. Hand sanitizers are they come in lots of different sizes. Suppose you could get a cheap one and put it in there, like Walmart travel size one, and sell it together. I really need to learn zippers. That's what I kept coming up with. I really need to learn zippers. Coin purses, because see, I was thinking, what would I buy if I was going to go to a farmer's market and just, buy something? It would be a bag or a zip bag of some kind, a tote or a zip bag of some kind. That would have to be useful because I'm not minimalist, but I am ish. I don't have things that aren't of use to me. Right now I have 3 totes for keeping hot things hot, cold things cold. 3 is too many for me, but I'm going to keep them. I don't need any more. But I was thinking for marketing, if I got some insulation for it, they have insulated fleece, Pellon, Bosal, and which I have the, words are hard, Insulbright, and I can get all of them by the yard fairly, and Bosal I think is the most expensive. The rest fairly inexpensively. And I'm thinking, and I might be crazy. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. I've never sewn with vinyl. I'm thinking, did I put that up? I put that up. You know what? I'm going to be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I want to show you something. Okay, 4 seconds. I got this bag, at my local quilt store, and it was on sale when I got it. See that strapping that goes to the bottom? And it's going to make an awful noise. It's lined with plastic. I think I could do that neater. I'm not going to push it in. I think I could do that neater with a shower curtain, and it might hold. It's just sewn in. It's actually, you can see that it's sewn directly across here. And this, I don't know what this is. It's a vinyl-y feeling. You can see it shimmer. It's 2 pieces. So they've sewn this together here. I would want just one zipper across the top because I don't want to do that. Laziness happens. Practicality happens. Practicality, is that a word? It's going to be a word today. I drop things. But anyway, it's got a little tab on the back so you can hang it up. But these straps, nylon, I'm betting. Melissa asked me if I was going to use, Melissa Sherlock, somebody asked me if I was going to use nylon or cotton for straps. I was like, I don't know, whatever's cheaper. But I think those shower curtains would be just as good for this right here. This looks like, and I showed it to Lori and Melissa, this looks like something you cover your windows with. Plastic. It's just plastic and some kind of insulation. And I'll put it down because I know that has got to be making horrible noises for you guys. Sorry. But I don't know if, pardon my lean, it will be economically the smart thing to make, I guess, financially. Because if I'm putting $10 into something, I can only sell it for $5. That's not going to work. I'm a math geek. I'm not a math pro, but I am a math geek. Oh, okay. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing Sylvia's. Sylvia hasn't been feeling well. We're going to keep her in our prayers. And she is on Friday mornings. I think I already went through that at the beginning. She's on Friday mornings. Look for her. Practically Creative. I think sets of coasters tied with twine or ribbon would be cute. Me too. Sherlock says I have a mug rug as a mouse pad. I think this may be a 6x6. I made it intentionally for a mouse pad. Words are hard when you haven't had enough coffee. And then I just get stupid. This has little hearts around it. I liked making that. That was very simple. So really, you can make a little bit bigger mug rug. What am I thinking? Small placemat, not a full-size placemat, but a placemat, mug rug set, and a mouse pad. Chapstick holders. Chapstick holders. See, some things just don't feel practical to me. I mean, if it had a loop and you had a button in your purse to keep it in there, or a chapstick lid that keeps coming off. Who hasn't had that happen? Then it goes in the trash. Thank you very much, Melissa. Say hello to my moderators. Check them out. They're the people in the blue with the wrenches. Some of them have, wow, channels. I started that sentence too fast for myself. Some of them have channels, some of them don't. I know we all like different things. Yes, Miss Tracy. And I was thinking, see, now I want to try to put lace on something just as an embellishment. And I think a little coin purse or pouch with a little lace embellishment. Of course, then I'd have to buy lace because I don't have any. Tracy, meet Tracy, a mischief manager provoker, best cheerleader, and wields a wicked wrench. No channel. Oh, Deborah Holdman does the coaster sets. They sell pretty well. That's the first thing I thought of. Because I was thinking, 2.5 foot space, coasters, mug rugs. I really want to try to make a bag that's kind of on brand for them. Maybe just a couple. They can put them on hangers. We could even gift them. I'm horrible. I hate charging for things. I give things away. I am not a money maker. Although I'm a numbers girl, I'm not a money maker. I want to give things. You need it here. Casserole carriers. I looked at some of those too. Sherlock says looks like nylon strapping, and I'm skipping people. Microwave potato bag, Fern King. Good idea. Bowl cozies. Bowl cozies are everywhere. Everyone has bowl cozies. Also very good idea though. Did I put bowl cozies? I saw Marie over at Marie's Scrappy Creations. She's the one I learned to make the box from. I don't know why it clicked with me when she told how to do it, but that's who I learned it from. And then I quickly figured out how to size it to make the size I want for my fabric. Yesterday, she made a pie plate cozy. Holidays, people use pie plates, holiday themed pie plate cozies with little outsides that like handles for them. I'm like, that's so smart. That is so smart and looks easy. And I could see that being with like a table runner set. Oh, that's not even a big table runner, just like a centerpiece, table topper, centerpiece set. I need to put pie cozy. I don't know what she called them. I'm calling it a pie cozy. But that's on my list of things to learn. And Marie's channel. Let's see. Marie is in here. Let me get her in there. I talk about her. I ought to share her, huh? And her and I have a sew together coming up. I don't know when. When she gets it edited, she'll let me know. So, and that'll be released on both of our channels this same day. We had fun. Let's see. Lynn, zippers are easy after a bit of practice. That's what I'm thinking. I've always been the type, I just need to try it, which is why I made this hideous mess. I just need to try it. I need to try it, then I can adjust it and I can do it right. But I'm never going to learn if I don't try. Then I'd probably do better if there was somebody here and I was doing it along with them. You know, like when I worked in a factory, that's how they gave you the directions. They were like, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. Okay, I can copy that. If you're just telling me though, I'm sitting there going, hang on, let me try that. Make sure I understand it right. Chapstick holders, key rings. Now I was looking at key fobs and lanyards. I was looking at lanyards. Those seem pretty popular. Those hadn't made it to my list because my list was put up yesterday when I was searching YouTube. But then I'm going to have to, those two, just like the bags, I'm going to have to buy some hardware. Telling you, the people in chat are brilliant. Microwave potato bag, I think I said that one. I laminate fabric to make lunch bags and grocery totes. Oh, Deborah, I want to talk to you then. Is it the, I know Heat and Bond has a paint on stuff to laminate fabric. And there is a vinyl iron on. Lori tried it. Didn't like it on something. I was wondering if maybe not a pieced project, it would work better. But right now that shower curtain is a lot cheaper, and so the bag could sell for cheaper is what I'm thinking. See, now I've got to try those too. Whoops. Looks like nylon strapping. It feels like nylon. It doesn't feel like cotton. Like twill tape. Feels like cotton. At least the ones I've felt. Deborah Holman, Practically Creative Deborah Holman fabric coaster sets. Cute. Yes, sets of 4 usually. That's what I was thinking. 4 would be good. I have a friend who makes concrete coasters and sells tons of them. Now, see, that's something else I think might be an easy sell and fairly inexpensive. I have not priced them in forever. And I got this idea from my mother-in-law, my bonus mama. For those of you who don't know what a bonus mama is, it's my mother-in-law. She had some leftover tiles. She put felt on the bottom of them. Boom, coasters. And you could get the big tiles, cut them into 4s if you had the tile cutter, which if you were going to do something like that to sell, it would probably be best to do it that way. Cut them into 4, put felt on the bottom of them, sell them as coasters. I love them. I use them for pot holders. I have one of the full size because we had some left over when we bought this house. They had leftovers. I just went and grabbed one of those tiles from the kitchen floor. I'm pretty sure it's porcelain. My son told me, I can't remember. I put it on my buffet because it's a brownish. I put it on my buffet where I have my hair dryer and my straightener. That's where my hot tools go. They have this little place on top of that, felt on the bottom of it. It also work if you had a glue gun. And why would you have a glue gun? I'm like a 2-year-old with those things. I am. Oh, looks like nylon strapping. I already said that. Tracy Albert, Coleen, sometimes a zipper straight across the top is not appropriate for what the bag is used for. Melissa, Lori, and I can help you with zippers of all sizes. Oh, see in my head, this isn't going to come out nice when it comes out my mouth. The bag ladies. I know if I need help with bags, Tracy, Melissa, Lori, they have all made bags. And they make quality bags. So, yeah, I have no fear that I'm not going to get any help. Deborah Holdman, if I can do a zipper, anyone can, LOL. People say that all the time. I'm like, are you sure? Have you met me? No, I really can. I can do anything I set my mind to, pretty much. I've found. Not trigonometry. Is that what it's called? Math major could tell me. He's not in here. Sherlock Sows, Marie did a great job on the pie cozies holders. She did. I loved them and they look so easy. Look on YouTube for how to put in a zipper. Exactly. Now my friend Melissa has got videos on how to put in a zipper, and I know Marie does because Marie was telling me the other day that she had some easy zippers. So I've got some of those videos saved. I just have to get some time to watch the things, because who isn't a graduate of YouTube University for all things crafty? Thank you for that tip. Make sure I'm thanking the right person. Thank you for the tip, Fern. Hey, and if you need help with something, look it up on YouTube. I Google everything. Lori, shh, on that glue gun, LOL. Makeup pad removers with fabric box tray holder. Ooh, makeup removers, but I didn't think about a fabric box. I'm gonna have to put this on a near place because it's still over the place. Because I have a serger and I have to learn the serger. And the serger would be great for the unpaper towels. I'm just gonna have a little rant right here about unpaper towels. A dozen of them for $40, I think is what I saw them for. 12 pieces of cloth. Towel. 12 pieces of towel, serged around the edges, $40. Actually, I think they use flannel so they'll stick on a paper towel holder. You can't give some people money. I'm just saying. if you like them, I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying. That seems, well, considering we have towels and hand towels and washcloths, and paper towels are just washcloths. I said it, and I'm not ashamed. I'll probably make some. I was thinking she gave me a ton of flannels, and that's the thing. I've got a ton of flannels and the serger threads. I could do easy things like that, but I was thinking I would want to get some bulk, like terry cloth towels with a piece of flannel on the back. Maybe do a fast, easy, what's the stitches on quilting? Because I wouldn't want it to pull apart. But the face ones would be simple. The face size ones, I was looking at those. Can't remember what size they are. But they look ridiculously simple. Let's see, where are we? Deborah Holdman, I make bags. I made a VW bag. Okay, somebody tell me what that is. That is cool. See? All kinds of smart people. Oh, okay. Thank you, Fern. Sherlock Sows, thanks for the reminder on the serger. Need to change the thread color on mine. You're welcome. Tie it, pull it through, Melissa says. Fern King, I make makeup removers out of flannel and towel. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking that would be why people want to pay so much for that stuff. I don't know. See, my practicalness drives me nuts with things like that because I'm like, I can go get a washcloth. Now, I did buy, I knit scrubby yarn. Only washcloth my husband will use is the one I made from that scrubby yarn. Him and me both. Wonderful washcloths. And they last longer than loofahs and easier to clean than loofahs because I just throw them in the washer. Hot water with the towels, they come out ready to go again. My earbud made some very weird noise in my ear. Okay, I'm going to have to get off here now. It's a bag in the shape of a VW bus. Oh, that sounds cool. It's like a VW. It's super cute. Dish drying mats. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the wonderful ideas and thoughts. I'm new to crafting, and these ideas, they just don't come to me quickly. I could think for somebody else just fine. If somebody else needed it, I would be all over it. But when I need it, no, there's too much stuff to think about. We don't have time to go down that rabbit hole. Then when we go down the rabbit hole, we're not coming back. That and decluttering, organizing. Thank you for all the great ideas. And I'm going to organize this onto a sheet of paper and put it in a sheet protector so I can do some math and see what will work out for me. Let's see. Oh, and I was thinking team themed, college themed. So I know the farmers market is right on the Arkansas Missouri border. Mizzou and MSU. They changed the name when I was growing up, and I never can remember which one it is. But anyway, and then I know the Razorbacks are in Arkansas, and then we've got the Chiefs who won the Super Bowl. Yeah, I can't help myself. So, and I was thinking anything Chiefs will sell in Missouri. Chiefs coasters. Chiefs bag. Yeah. See, now that I've got a theme, I can go down that rabbit hole. Oh, we're going to shut up now, wrap it up, let everybody say goodbye. Fern King, you're going to need a bigger booth. That's the problem. Maybe stack, what are they called? Dish racks that stack. Oh, everyone have a good day. Yes, everyone enjoy your Monday. I hope you got a little bit of laughter in, a little bit of sewing in, a little bit of chatting in, had a good time. And I will be back here, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, next Monday at 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I know it's early. In between then, I'm going to put up lots of shorts. And my friend Brandy over at 100 Proof Quilter is on at 9 Central Time, 9 a.m. Central. Melissa will be on this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's all have a good day. Be the light you want to see in others, and kindness matters. Take care.